All right, hello and welcome. Today we are jumping into a really big Christmas update from a project that has had an absolutely massive year. We're going to look at their shared journey and what their next chapter looks like for everyone involved.
So before we get into the nuts and bolts, you really have to understand the philosophy here. As Alex, a key figure, puts it, this success is above all a collective effort. And that idea, that sense of collaboration, it's the thread that runs through everything we're about to talk about. Okay, so let's get right into it. The story here really kicks off with just unprecedented growth. I mean, the project expanded so fast that it created a whole new set of challenges and opportunities that basically forced them to rethink the entire game plan. Now, what's so cool about this is how it all happened, step by step. First, major international partners jumped on board. Naturally, that meant the demands and opportunities from huge stars and clubs started pouring in. But with all that amazing progress, the complexity of the whole thing just skyrocketed. It became crystal clear that a more professional structure wasn't just a nice to have, it was an absolute necessity. So all this rapid growth, it led to a really crucial turning point. With a project this much bigger and more complex, the team knew their number one priority had to shift. The new focus? Making sure the quality of the final launch was absolutely top-notch. No compromises.
Right, so to match this whole new level of ambition, the old timeline just wasn't going to cut it. Which, of course, brings us to the big question everyone's asking. What is the new plan? Okay, let's break it down. On one hand, you had the rushed launch. Trying to get it out before Christmas, when partners are traveling and the team isn't fully available, well, that would have meant cutting corners on quality. And that was a non-starter. So instead, they chose the professional path, a clear, solid date that allows everyone to be fully engaged and guarantees a launch defined by total professionalism. So the real takeaway here is that this is not just a delay. They're framing it as a strategic upgrade. So let's take a look at the details of what they're calling the main event. And there it is, the new official launch date. Mark your calendars, February 4th, 2026. This is the new North Star that everything is building towards. And listen, this isn't just going to be some quiet little launch. Oh no, we are talking about a massive global event live streamed all over the world to kick off the very first official star or game. We're talking high quality international campaigns and, get this, weekly prizes for winners going up to 1 million US dollars. And that's just the start. More stars, clubs, and even other sports are set to join all year long. Now, a launch of this size, it needs a powerful engine under the hood to support it, right? So let's dive into the professional structures they're putting in place to make sure everything behind the scenes runs like a well-oiled machine. To power this whole next chapter, they are building an entirely new professional back office. This is the bedrock, the foundation they need to manage this new scale and make sure operations are smooth and efficient for every single person involved. And this new system is going to be a total game changer. It's being designed to handle everything you can think of, from microtransactions and professional listings all the way to advanced operational management and the super detailed reporting tools you need to track success. And the first pieces will start rolling out as soon as January. And let's not forget the incredible asset they already have in their pocket. 200,000 existing accounts. That is a massive, built-in community just waiting to be re-engaged when this thing launches, ready to light up the whole system from day one. So what does all this mean for the partners? Well, they're being given a choice. You can go with a passive strategy, just hold your position, and you'll benefit from the project's overall growth. Or you can take an active role. You can create new dynamics, drive the community, and seriously ramp up your own potential revenue. The choice is yours. You know, there's a quote from the team that just perfectly sums up this whole philosophy. Action triggers processes, while waiting waits. It really drives home the point that it's totally up to the partners to decide how involved they want to be in this next phase. All right, let's zoom out for a second. This huge launch, it's not the finish line. It's actually the starting gun for a much, much longer race. Let's take a look at the long-term vision they're painting for 2030. The ambition here doesn't stop with football, not by a long shot. As you can see, the plan is to expand into entirely new areas. Music is going to be a huge focus, which will open up the project to brand new audiences and create an even richer universe. So, to wrap it all up, the 2030 vision is a global community of several million members.
The end goal is a thriving ecosystem, all built on that exact same principle that started this whole journey: collective effort.
It is an incredibly ambitious vision, but one they're presenting as absolutely within reach. The whole update ends by asking their partners a simple question: are you ready to build it with us? It signals that this new launch date, it isn't an endpoint. It's a brand new beginning, an invitation to build something huge together. Thanks for tuning in.